Hello, 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 Pisces. It's your girl Aqua May, and I am here to do your reading. I don't know why I started like that, but anywho, we are here to do your April 2025 reading for the month. Okay, so take it how it resonates, leave the rest for whoever else may need it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, okay? Make sure you comment down below. I want to hear from you guys. All right, I have a lot of Pisces in my chart. So my moon sign is in Pisces and my rising, I'm a double Pisces. So I resonate a lot with Pisces energy. But anywho, enough about me. This is all about you. Let's get this started. Check out the description box for the details. And yeah, the angels, the ancestors, the guardians, and guides are here with us today. They are here to help and guide us through this reading. Our energies for Pisces and myself are in the highest alignment. Okay, and the universe, with the universe, excuse me. And God is always and forever with us. I'm feeling giggly. I'm feeling good in your energy actually for this month. So that's good. I like that. What do we have going on? I'm not taking that card. It was hostilities. I just said I feel good in your energy. And that even may be. You may have a lot of things going on around you, but you just feel good. You feel giddy. You like, I don't even care about that. You're like not paying things any mind. Things may be people or things may be trying to trigger you, test you at this time, but I don't feel like you're letting it, it's like you're letting it roll off your shoulder. All right. Okay, let's see. What's the overall energy for this month? You have the storm warning. So there is something here because the first card was hostilities. I tried to put it back, but now storm warning comes out. All right, so there is this energy of heightened energy. Things being intense, a forced move, a forced change in environment or scenery or a mindset or something like that. Even feelings, right? Emotions coming together, like something coming together. It doesn't even have to be emotions, but whatever this energy is transformational. All right, it's a huge big transformation. The daughter spirit, that's God's energy. That's your angels, that's your ancestors, that's your higher self. This is the access point that you have, right, that you were given. This is like for you with this daughter spirit, right? So you always have this connection through any storm, through any situation. But I feel like you're being guided, right? I had this energy for, I believe, Capricorn, I want to say, or maybe even Sagittarius, where it was like being in the eye of a storm, right? But this is where you're protected. The storm that is happening around you is happening to shift you, to move you, to redirect you in some sort of way. Something has to be broken down here this month in order for it to be rebuilt in its proper way. Okay? So rest assured, you have rest and rejuvenation at the bottom. God is saying, rest assured, everything is fine. Stay at peace, stay in harmony, stay in alignment. Stay up with your prayers. Stay up with your positive thinking and being optimistic. Stay up, plain and simple. Okay? If you need to close your eyes to not see what is happening around you for a moment, do that. I don't know if that how that makes sense to you, but if you need to go into your inner world and just like escape in some sort of way from the drama around you, do that. Go into your own world and don't let anybody else in who don't need to be there. Okay, my Scorpio. I mean, about to call you Scorpio. My Pisces. All right. What is... Hello, I didn't even see. I'm over here just channeling over those two cards here. But I'm telling you right now, God got something in store for you. And it is... The energy is coming in to break things up, to be rebuilt back up in the right form, in the right way. Because the structures have been tampered with in some way. Something has been tampered with. And I feel like it's like it hasn't been, I don't think it's you. Something has been tampering in your energy. Wow. Okay. Something definitely has been tampering in your energy. And I feel like this month is where things come out, right? It's like, okay, let's move forward. That's for somebody. That may not be for everybody. What is this unexpected energy coming in for my Pisces for April? It's too many cards. All right, this first, the first card, the unexpected thing, is a new beginning. I'm telling you, something's being tore down to be rebuilt up how it's supposed to be. Some pathway is being closed completely. It's like you could be riding down a particular path all this time, and then the road just cuts off. You have no access to move forward, so you have to figure out a new route. with the new beginning. But this new route is the one you were supposed to be there on. You may have missed your turn at some point, and that's okay because, sometimes we don't realize the GPS, we ain't really paying attention to it. But we're going to be redirected. Something about rejection is God's protection. That good old saying. Yeah, something about that. Yeah, you're being freed up in some sort of way. You actually were holding yourself back on something, or you were kind of like attaching yourself to something that wasn't meant to be. And Spirit is saying no before it gets too deep, before it gets too much. They're taking you out of the situation and removing this situation from you so that you can actually continue on the path that they need you to be going on. The strategy. There's a plan here. Wow, this card is not even supposed to be in this deck. This is the card for this deck. So God has a strategy for you. God has a plan for you to transform. Okay? Understand that, Pisces. Don't sleep on God now. Don't you ever do that. Don't you sleep on the power of God. I don't care if you're an atheist. When things happen for you, my dear atheist, understand that there is a higher power higher than you that is controlling everything, that has, not even controlling. I don't want to say it like that because we all have our free will. But there is an energy that is above us that all of this comes from. Right? It's not like you're the source point. You're not. You're just an extension of the source point. And the source point will do what has to be done in order to keep things in harmony, to keep things in motion, keep things fluctuating, keep things stable. Whatever needs to be done will be done. Okay? I don't know. This energy powerful. I just did Aquarius's reading, and that was powerful too. So, hey, how you doing? Where is the focus for my Pisces? What is the focus for the month of April for my Pisces? The wild card. Anything is possible. That's what it says here. Anything is possible. Expect something magical to happen soon. So anything is possible at this time, but just know that what is happening is causing, I'm seeing like almost like, I hope this doesn't get me like in any trouble for saying this, but I'm seeing like an explosion. I'm seeing like a hole being busted through something. There's some type of opening being created like just for you. All right. You may not even have seen this pathway. You may have been trying to get through this pathway, but it's like at the right time, the door opens and you may be not even trying at that moment to get through it. It just may be opening. Like you may be walking off from this. Like, I'm not even going to do this no more. As soon as you do that, the door just flies open. And you're like, what the heck? I've been trying this whole time. Now I didn't do nothing and it opened. So expect something magical to happen. She's in this cage. The freedom, right? The door just swings open. You've been trying to figure out how to unblock yourself, how to unstick yourself, how to free yourself from a situation, how to get over something, how to create the actual closure and start this new beginning. And that doorway just flies open. The key is there. That dragonfly is bringing the key to the girl here in this cage, right? She's is being given to her. Okay, so we have limiting beliefs and we have intelligence with this wild card. Have an open mind at this time. Do not limit yourself to anything, okay? Don't think that anything is too crazy or too wild or it can't happen, because it's like that idea that is so wild, that is too crazy. That's the one that you need to work with. That's the one where you need to push the what's the word I'm looking for? Push the gambit on, or push forward on it, right? With the intelligence energy and the limiting beliefs. So you're pushing past your limiting beliefs that you have of yourself, of situations, of how something can happen, how something works. You're opening up your mind. You're expanding yourself. That's where you need to focus on. You may have had some sort of misunderstanding, misjudgment on a person, a place, a thing, a topic, or whatever, and you're getting new insight. You're getting new understanding, a better way, okay? All right, let's get some clarifiers. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so we're not using this deck because I'm not going to pick up those cards. I'm going to go back to the original deck I was going to use. That is crazy. My cards is always falling. It's all right. All right, let's get some clarifiers on this storm warning and the door to spirit. What is this? Everything seems like it's just all over the place, right? It's all it apart. So you have the happy family here, okay? All right, there's something here, happy family. I feel like your family is definitely protected during whatever is happening at this time. You and your loved ones, the people that you hold closest and dearest to you, you guys are, the ones that's also doing the work alongside of you, right? You may not know these people, but you guys are in the same energy. Yeah, the Chariot with the Four of Wands energy, this is really good energy here. With the Four of Wands and the Chariot, this is like arriving somewhere that you feel very welcome. You feel very, you feel safe here. This is being somewhere safe, in a safe zone. Something is being protected here with the Chariot. It's like you have a special angel, a special guardian or something that kind of watches over you and your family. Yeah, definitely. That's good. So you have the Three of Wands here with the Fool. And this is also explaining that there are things coming your way. So be mindful of them with the Fool card. I feel like this is something actually coming towards you, right? You may be making moves, yes. You may be doing things, taking risks, taking gambles and all of that. But with the Chariot card, I feel like this is something coming towards you. And it's going to be something that kind of just lights up your life even more than what it already is. If it, even if you're not having the best of times, I feel like you're comfortable right now. But I feel like this is something to bring you some sort of happiness. This is like after that storm where the rainbow comes with the Ten of Cups. After the storm is the rainbow, it's the pot of gold. You see all the calmness. You can see more clearly. There's an energy of clarity here with the pathway being open. And it's a open pathway for things to come to you. With the Fool and the Three of Wands, this is like things being able to come to you, and you're receptive to things more easily. You're receiving more easily at this time. Okay. So the New Beginnings and the Freedom card, a redirection of thoughts, a redirection of energy. You have the Nine of Swords, you have the Eight of Wands. Okay, this new beginning is about unlocking something within your mind, within your understanding about something even, right? Your dreams may be directing you very heavily at this time. You may have had some sort of dream where, you were in like one space, and by the time you looked, you were in a whole nother space. And I feel like that was like telling you about the transition. This is telling you about like showing you how something is clearing up out of your way. Like, yeah, there's some type of clarity here. Like your worries are being met, your needs are being met, but your worries are being taken care of. Like if you were worrying about something, if you were nervous about something, it's like that energy is be mindful of how you direct your energy. That's what that is too. Be very mindful about where you're putting your energy, because you may be surprised about where this new beginning is, like where you're being let off on something. Wherever it is that you're laying, you're supposed to be. So don't worry about that. Like whatever it is that you like, when you follow the timing of something, when you operate in divine timing, when you operate in the energy of patience and being the alchemist of time, like you create what that time is, you create what happens during a certain time, right? Like during your 8 hours at work, what are you doing that's making you productive? What are you doing that's bringing you in more business? What are you doing that's bringing you, a clearer path or something like that? This is all about the time that you have. So this month in April is about setting schedules too, so that you don't feel overwhelmed, so that you can direct your energy into the right things, right? Putting your energy and your focus into things that are actually worth your time. This month is going to be important for you. The Judgment card and the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is your energy. So you're being asked to leave something. You feel it in yourself. You're like, you know what, it's time for me to just stop this. It's time. I don't see how this is fulfilling me anymore. Something here is not fulfilling. And you understand the cycle of things too. This new beginning with freedom comes with you understanding how time works in your life. How when it's time to redirect your energy, when it's time to leave a situation, when it's time to work harder on something, like understanding all of those cycles, when it's time to put in a little more effort, when is it time to maybe go out and seek something else that's going to bring back more of what you need, versus you just getting and settling maybe for something that's available. Okay, so the Judgment card is asking you at this time, like, and not so much what do you want, but it's showing you what's on the table, and it's asking you how are you going to work with this energy? How are you going to operate in each cycle, right? All right, so the Hangman and the Moon, with the what you need to focus on, you need to do a lot of meditation this month. I feel like you need to have a lot of time to reflect, to be introspective of yourself, not so much like a hermit, but just really kind of like when you have a situation that happens, instead of like, maybe thinking about it in the moment or thinking about it later, writing about it, journaling about it, really reflecting. This is the reflective moment, the Hangman with the Moon, looking at your reflection in the mirror and seeing exactly what it is you see and working on that energy, like right there, like not trying to justify it in any way. This is like seeing things that for what they are. There's certain things about yourself this month that you're going to realize that you no longer have a connection to, right? Whether it's personal feelings that you have, other people in your life, but I feel like you're going to be wanting to go in another direction, all right? And this next direction you're going in is in one where you're facing your challenges, your fears. This is not one where you're trying to avoid it. This is one where you're kind of like jumping into things head on and being like, you know what, I'm not afraid of this. Let's see what happens. Let's see how we work this out. Let me actually figure out how I get these swords out of my heart. So it's no longer, I'm in this pain anymore. It's healing. It's healed. Okay? You have the King of Pentacles with the the Five of Wands here. Excuse me. I feel like you're going to see where you need to challenge yourself even more. I feel like this is you looking at yourself with this King of Pentacles and seeing how you actually deserve more and actually fighting back. This is a sense of you fighting back with yourself, with others, and not just accepting whatever. You're like, I don't like this and I want it to change. That's what I see with that King of Pentacles. But I'm also seeing you here with this energy of having to let go of certain maybe resources or certain things that you were tolerating at one point, and you actually getting around it or getting away from it in some sort of way. Yeah, it's going to cause a little uncomfortability, but this is also a challenge. So you're challenging yourself this month to have something better, and that's good. King of Cups, that's you. King of Cups energy, you out here being emotionally intelligent, not reacting all crazy to stuff, understanding how things work and what's supposed to happen and how it's happening and why it's happening, and operating accordingly. Okay, let me use these. That, gotcha. You see, they be talking to me. I just don't be listening all the time. They like, you going out of order. You're going out of order. They want me to use these cards for the month, so I'm using them. I'm sorry if I have not been looking in the chat. I just be going. Ooh, the Slave and the Companion. These are the archetype cards. So these are like energies that are in your energy, things that are you need to be, mindful of. And with the Slave and the Companion, you may have a friend who thinks that they can just call on you at any time and you're at their beck and call. Or this is like people, or even that you may like kind of like sacrifice yourself to, energies you sacrifice yourself to, the companion and the slave. It could be for reasons that you're like, I really don't care. This person needs me and I'm okay being, that person that they can call on at any time and I can be able to help them. But there are other energies that you need to be mindful of this with you, how you give your energy to them, because you don't want to feel used. That's what I'm seeing here. Like somebody who feels very used. They don't feel appreciated. They feel like, they just, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't like that energy. And this could be what God is saying. It's like you're giving your energy to certain things and people that do not deserve it. You're putting in a lot of effort into something, and God is saying, what the hell are you doing? Like, I gave you something and you giving it away to other people who don't even deserve it. Who don't deserve your energy, Pisces? You know. Kick them out. Because if you don't, it might feel a little harsh when they're taken out of your life. You may be looking like, damn, the hermit. I said something about the hermit earlier. All right, there's certain people that do not need your energy. They're looking for that light. This hermit card is Virgo energy. You don't have to be dealing with a Virgo, but this is somebody, you know, he has this star trapped in the lamp. He's using this lamp, the star's light, to guide his path, to guide their path, right? So somebody could be like using your light to help guide their path, and you need to cut away from them because your light is for you. They have their own light that they need to use to guide their path, but they're trying to use your light to guide their path, okay? I don't know. The Six of Wands is here. I do love this energy, but this energy here, it feels like with the Hermit card, like somebody who's kind of selfish. They do things for their own gain. They're not actually looking to be beneficial to you. It's how you can be beneficial to them. Yeah, this person likes to cause some type of confusion. You may not truly know how they feel, what they want. You know, when you try to give them something, it may never be satisfying to them in some sort of way. You may not feel satisfied with the whatever this connection is or what's happening here with the slave energy. It's like, no, yeah, You've been contemplating about this, and it's time to go. Because look, the Chariot came out again. It's time to make a move on this situation. It's not time to stay in this. This is not what you're supposed to be in, Pisces. Protect your energy, right? Because something is coming your way constantly, and they don't need to have that much access to you. With the Sun card, they see your light and they need it. All right. Yeah, they see your light. The Four of Pentacles. They got to find their own. You got your own. They got to find their own. There's nothing wrong with sharing. There's nothing wrong with having people that you can, you know, do things with, have good energy with, share things, whatever. I don't care. But this Four of Pentacles is somebody that's selfish. All right. And at the end of the day, I feel like when they don't get what it is that they want, their reactions, it's like you see how they react. You see the things, the comments that they may make. You notice how they make you feel when it's like you weren't able to be there for them at their beck and call. This is weird energy. I don't like that. So be mindful of that energy this month. All right, let's get you an angel number. The Slave and the Companion. It says surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. Now that is you don't want to be a slave to God, right? That's not what God is asking you to do. You don't feel like you got to be like, oh my God, I got to do this ritual. I got to do that. I got to do this just for God to love me. I've had this connection with the divine. This is for somebody. I don't know who this is for, but understand that you don't have to do that to have that connection. Your connection is already deep with God, right? You're a part of the source code. So remember that. You don't have to be a slave to anything. I am centered. 666. A wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so that you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. Somebody here may be clouding their judgment, clouding, I don't know. Stay centered and stay practical, right? If you can't do it, you can't do it. If you can, you can. If you want to, you want to. If you don't, you don't. You are open-minded and always up to try something new. Yet you are wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. You're not just throwing your energy all over the place. You're being very mindful, very discerning of the people that you share your energy with, you share your space with, you share your time with, what it is they're giving you, what it is you're giving them, what you're getting, all of that. It makes a difference. All right, let's see. So it says willpower, stay focused, and drama camouflage. Okay, somebody's trying to mask themselves maybe. You don't have time for people and certain things and their BS. And I feel like any drama that comes your way, you have very little patience for it. It's like time is money. My effort is money. Like, I don't got time for this. Please move on. Get out my face. Like, I feel like you're very dismissive of certain energies that try to come and play in your face this month. You need to be very forward with it, right? Don't allow somebody to come in with their stupidity and you just let it slide. This is like, you wasting my time. Goodbye. All right, let me get 2 cards. Raise the bar. Yeah, you focusing on elevating and growing. Let me get one more. for Pisces, please. One more for Pisces. Thank you. Wild and wonderful. So raise the bar and wild and wonderful. Tongue twister. Raise the bar says, when you set higher standards for the people and situations in your life, you create space for new levels of joy and abundance. Raise above the old patterns. Again, you're not taking people's BS anymore. You're not taking the old ways anymore. What you used to accept is not what you accept right now, and that's fine. All right? Those who get it, get it. Those who don't, don't. So Wild and Wonderful says, why focus on limitations and realism? Breakthroughs and miracles require no linear explanation or method. Unexplainable and illogical magic happens every single day. Okay? And I feel like that's the energy of God stepping in when he or she or the energy needs to really, when it's like, all right, my child is not doing what they need to do. I need them to remember who the hell they are. So let me just like spark them up real quick. let me put some energy behind them real quick. Let me pluck them in the back of their head real quick so that they can remember like, oh shoot, wait. I'm a wild and wonderful person. I'm amazing. I'm magical. I can do anything. Right? And you continue to raise that bar. You continue to move forward. You continue to do what you got to do, my lovely Pisces. Okay? So, last energy here. One of the last messages we have for Pisces. The bouquet. Somebody will be giving you gear flowers, or somebody wants to give you some sort of attention or acknowledgement of something. Your focus is on being happy and joyful. Okay, you have the Tower. All right, something is building up. Right, this Tower in this deck doesn't talk about the crashing of something or the dismantling of something. It actually talks about the structure, the stability, and how sometimes you need to be a little bit lonely to understand what you're truly made of, right? And allow your ego to be silenced so that you can actually climb up to the top. So you have letter and coffin. Something you may have been waiting for, expecting to come, is not coming. It's not going to be what you want it to be. It may be disappointed. And I feel like this is, again, that 8 of Cups energy of you just leaving something where it is. Stop expecting it. Stop waiting for it. It's gone and it's over and it's done with. And that's a good thing because you find something else to put focus into. You take some sort of risk or gamble this month that puts you into, this higher favor. Don't worry. The mouse is here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. You may have worries, which we all do. That's fine. The obstacles are just lessons. They're growing spurts. They're, sometimes the obstacles are telling us to stop, to not go, right? You may be a little bit worried about how it's going to work out, but understand it will. Yeah, it's time to release that energy, to release the negativity, release the fears, release the doubt, release the idea that, something is going to be a certain way when it's actually not, right? Just leave it at that. Release that energy. So this is your message. I love you, my Pisces. I'll talk to you later. Deuces. Bye.